Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and today I wanted to do a twin flame check-in, which I normally do on the weekend, but I don't know about you. I had a very heavy weekend. I've had some rather negative experiences, and I kind of felt bombarded by a lot of energy. So yeah, I kind of wanted to have more of a clear head, and I don't know about you, but I'm kind of feeling the energetic hangover from the full moon we just had and the Mercury retrograde that just ended, and I'm still kind of feeling the shadow period of that. So I actually slept all afternoon because I was so exhausted, and I feel a lot better now. So I'm shuffling the cards right now. I'm going to pull a card or two for the Divine Masculine and a card of two for the Divine Feminine to see what they're going through at this time. And we're going to, just look into where both of them are on their journey. So take it as it resonates. If you're a twin flame, if you're on the twin flame journey, because it's not about love and romance as much as it is about spiritual growth, ascension, raising your vibration, burning off old traumas, karma, ancestral curses, that kind of stuff. So it's very, very heavy. Both parties are usually in separation until both of them have healed enough so they can be together if they choose, because sometimes they choose to not be together. Okay, so Spirit, one or two cards for the Divine Feminine. Heart. Labyrinth. And one or two cards for the Divine Masculine. Ooh, oh, no, that's too many. Feelings. Telepathic. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. So it looks to me like you've recently had some contact with your Divine Masculine. Now this can of course be energetic. It doesn't have to be physical contact. But heart, you begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close, and that's just you feel their frequency because you have the exact same soul frequency. That's the uniqueness with twin flames, and you instantly feel like home with them. I know when I met my Divine Masculine, it was very playful, and like it really brought out the inner child in both of us, and we were very playful in the beginning. Just in that beginning stage when you're in your love bubble, you know how that is until all the traumas start coming up and then separation happens. So yeah, you're just feeling that closeness, that connection. Maybe with Mercury retrograde, you were kind of reminiscing about what's been going on in the past, what happened in the beginning when things were so beautiful, and you're becoming more aware of that love again, where maybe because you're now on your journey, you're very focused on yourself. Sometimes the Divine Masculine, his higher self, they kind of poke and prod a little bit to remind you that they're still there, that they're supporting you from their end on your journey, that they're always going to love you, always going to be there for you. So you must have had maybe you've had a dream about them, but yeah, your heart was stirred there. Now I also have labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. And yes, so this journey, I oftentimes have felt lost on this journey, because unless the people around you know what you're talking about, and they won't unless they're on the twin flame journey themselves, because when you tell people, they think you're nuts. They think you're hallucinating. They think you're crazy. So I find, and you really have to find your tribe. Like I've found some community online, twin flame community, but a lot of it is misconstrued. You know, a lot of it is misunderstood. You know, people don't understand the real concept behind it, and it's very romanticized. And so you really have to watch, you know, what content you take in online, and who you follow, and what certain people are teaching about the twin flame journey. Not all of it is right. You have to, I think, you know, because it either resonates with you or it doesn't. So, but when you feel lost, and sometimes we do, know that your divine masculine's higher self is always with you, always guiding you, always loving and supportive, even when the 3D is completely different, when the 3D is totally disconnected and seems to have no interest. Know that you two are always connected, because you have, you not only have that spiritual connection, you have that energetic connection. Like your chakra systems are literally connected by energetic cords that cannot be severed. Even though I've heard of people saying you can sever them, you cannot. You cannot. This is a very, very ancient connection. These connections cannot be broken. These, you have gone on so many twin flame journeys throughout so many different lifetimes, where you've tried to burn through so much karma, and you just never ended up together. And every lifetime you get closer and closer and closer, and you're helping the planet. That is the most important part. You're here to help the planet, assist the planet, because there's so much negativity. There's so much destructive energy. Like the like our society has really been hijacked by negative energies, and you know, we are here, we have incarnated and are working behind the scenes to raise the whole of humanity out of this dark hole it's been in for hundreds of years. So it's a tough journey. This is why when we come here, we come with a lot of trauma. We come with really hard past lives. Like we've always, like we really have it hard in life. And this is so we can actually evolve. We learn from this. We're able to transmute the pain. Um, we're raising our vibration, right? We're here to raise our vibration. And with that, we're raising the vibration of the whole planet. So take heart. You have lots of support around you. We have a huge spirit team behind us. Huge. Like you couldn't even imagine everything, everyone, every being that's behind you. And know that when you really are feeling down and you really are feeling lost, then pray about it. Ask your spirit team for help. You know, talk to your divine masculine's higher self, right? I mean, don't walk to them up physically and tell them, hey, I'm your twin flame, help me with this, because they're going to think you're nuts, because a lot of them are not as evolved as you are. So, and usually the divine feminine does lead with her ascension journey. She leads and the divine masculine follows. So when you heal yourself, the masculine mirrors that, and after you do your healing, they do theirs. But they're much slower at it than the divine feminine. So yeah, reach out to the higher self. You know, talk to them in your mind. Yeah, because I see her with the divine masculine here. They have the telepathic card, and I think they're becoming aware that there is a telepathic connection between the two of you. And I see they have feelings, take time out to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. So at this time, a lot of the divine masculines are awakening to the connection. This is a crucial, crucial time. And a lot of us on the journey, a lot of us feminines have evolved to such a degree that now the divine masculines have no choice, and spirit is bombarding them with the truth. So they're waking up to the karmic connections around them. They're waking up to the toxin within themselves and the toxin around them. They're waking up to the love they feel for their divine feminine. And a lot of them have had a wake-up call when it comes to the telepathic connection, because I'm sure you felt it. The telepathic connection, when you start your spiritual journey and your clair senses are awakened and you have your kundalini awakening and all that, like you really become aware of the energetic connection you have with your divine masculine. You either can feel, we always can feel their feelings. And sometimes it becomes really hard to distinguish between what are your feelings and what are theirs. And I find when I wake up in the morning, especially because now your conscious mind hasn't quite started to work yet. So I wake up and if I'm feeling down, if there's a really negative feeling, if I feel sadness, if I feel anger, I know that this is not coming from me because I haven't even had a conscious thought yet. So how can I have any feelings? So I know that this is coming from either from my divine masculine, or I'm picking it up from other energies around me, other people. So I'm always asking Archangel Michael to help me with that, disconnect those energies from me that are not mine. But I feel like the divine masculine is now waking up to this. And it can be that he's having dreams, very intense dreams about you, that in a moment of when he's, when you're busy doing something, and if you're doing something that you really love doing and you're kind of in the zone of being, you're not even thinking of anything, you're just immersed in a task that you really enjoy, and all of a sudden they might have a flash and they see through your eyes what's going on in your life right at this time, or they hear your voice, or they pick up a thought, or they hear a song that reminds them of you. And like these are telepathic signs, because like my masculine always sends me songs, so that way I know what he's going through at this time. He's letting me know that he still loves me. That's coming from his higher self, obviously not from his 3D self. But yeah, just know that they're waking up. You might actually be hearing from them, because if they're actually waking up to the telepathic connection, you're probably going to hear from them telepathically more often. Because obviously, if they're waking up, you must be very open to this. And they're waking up to the love they have for you. And let's hope that this is actually going to spur them into some action. And with that, I mean, getting rid of the toxic connections in their environment, working on themselves, because a lot of them don't feel worthy of being with someone like you. They have you on a pedestal. They think that you're the bee's knees, and they don't think that they could ever match up to, giving you what you truly deserve, be that materialistically or emotionally. They don't feel that they are enough for you. So maybe all these feelings and waking up to the telepathy, maybe now this is going to spur them into really focusing on their healing and getting themselves ready to be there more, be there for you, to be supportive for you, and to stop running from the connection. So let's see. I wonder if I pull a card for the union. Is there a card, Spirit, for union? Huh. Okay, rejoice. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. So that bodes well. So yeah, I feel like both of you are really starting to prepare for this union. And as I said, this does not have to be a physical reunion. I mean, some of us have been on the journey so long that we don't even care whether we come into physical union with them. At this point, we would be happy, even with a high level soulmate coming in to support us, if we feel like our masculine is still so far behind that, or that they keep choosing to run this through the same karmic cycles, and they're not willing to let go of the life that they have, and we feel like they're never going to show up for us. So some of us are detaching and we're calling in a high level soulmate. So whether it doesn't matter which way love comes into us, be open to love coming in. Be grateful for the connection you have with them, because even if you don't come into physical union, you will always have that energetic connection with your twin flame. It'll never go away. You'll have it for the rest of your life. You're always going to have a soft spot for them. But be open for all kinds of love coming in. Soulmates, soul family. Yeah, there's so many forms of love that can come in to help and assist us on this journey, because this journey is not for the faint of heart, as I said before. So embrace that. And first of all, we have to come into union within ourselves. Like we each have a balance of feminine and masculine, and we have to bring them into balance. So we have to actually come to that point where we've achieved inner union. And inner union is when you're really in a state of bliss, you're in a state of happiness just with yourself, without needing to be with another person. You can give everything that another person would bring into your life, you can give to yourself. And you're in a place of surrender. You're in a place of completeness. You're in a state of complete happiness with who you are and where you are in your journey and how your life is unfolding. You are at peace. You're not searching for anything outside of yourself. You're not searching for love or anything outside of yourself. You're giving it all to yourself, and that is inner union. And when you have come to that place, that is when you can actually attract someone who can be in a healthy relationship with you, without codependency, without that need to be with another person, without putting that weight on another person, expecting them to make you happy. Nobody will ever be able to make you happy. That happiness has to come from within you. So think about that. And yeah, love and accept yourself. Live your life to the fullest extent. Anything, if you had a best friend, or if you think about the person you love the most, and everything you would like them to have, all the love and all the support and all the things that you would love to pour on them to love them, pour that on yourself. Honestly, pour into yourself, and you will reach inner union. And that's what I have for you today. I think this is a really great reading for the Twin Flame Collective. Let me know if this resonates with you. Love and light. I will talk with you soon.